The sweet aromas of the apple fritter, cinnamon roll, and blueberry muffin are hard to resist. So making it home without reaching in your McDonald's bag is no easy task. But nothing worth doing is easy. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's.
For the ones who know that a little late is always too late. And that the clock doesn't stop just because you're missing a part. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. And our Keep Stock inventory management solutions help ensure you have the right stuff in the right place at exactly the right time. Visit Grainger.com/keepstock to learn more. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net. Check out Unregimented Mondays and Fridays on iTunes and ChristopherMedia.net. Christopher Media, let's make some noise. Christopher Media, let's make some noise. From Asthma Core Studios near Detroit, Michigan, it's Unregimented.
Gangsters, what's up, guys?
All right, episode 104.
Oh.
That's officially a year's worth of episodes.
Oh, that's the landmark. Yeah, see, it just doesn't have the ring to it, though.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, we did start out, I think, we didn't go till 2 episodes until August. So I think like June and July we were doing like one a week. I don't know. I think it was July we just did one a week. I don't know.
Right.
But I'm Chris.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Jay.
I am Rich, bitch.
Happy Monday, fuckers.
Yeah, hope you had a good Father's Day.
Yeah. Happy Mondays. That was a band,
that's right.
It?
Yes.
Father's Day is this weekend. Huh?
No,
yeah,
it was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Right.
For those
yeah.
of you.
I had a great Father's Day. Yeah.
The loneliest day in Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh.
And crickets chirp.
Hey, man, that's an old
Just
joke.
like on Father's Day in Detroit.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
All right, so I'm sure you guys got a whole boatload of nerd things.
Well, okay, so last
Holstered.
episode we talked a little bit about HBO, but I forgot the one thing that was going to give Rich a little bit of a chubby here.
Oh, boy.
Because David Simon is he's pairing up with George Pelecanos again, and they're developing. Have you heard about the new series they're developing, Rich?
No.
It's called The Deuce, and it's about. I'll just read you from the. This is an article on the Vulture here. It's about a show about the porn theaters and peep shows of Times Square in the 1970s.
Oh, good Lord. Need a shower after you watch that.
No, you don't understand. David Simon, he did the Wire.
Yeah.
So.
Fuck yeah, he did.
It'll be good.
And he also did Generation Kill, which is, if you guys...
I didn't watch that.
I saw a couple episodes of that.
Let me just say, I've had combat vets that are friends of mine go, that's the most accurate fucking show about how it is over there.
You know, I believe I did watch the first episode, and something just didn't resonate with me, but I don't know why I haven't given it a second chance. Not trusting David Simon in general.
Is that on Netflix?
I don't know. Was that that was an HBO show?
HBO.
So
yeah, okay. HBO Go. I think it's on.
Right. Yeah, HBO doesn't put their shit on Netflix. That's like
they have
like,
their Go. Yeah,
they're a competitor now.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, Showtime will put shit on Netflix because Dexter's on Netflix.
Yeah. Well, and you know what's crazy is that HBO is catching up to Netflix.
Yeah.
And this is like HBO seeing record growth and Netflix actually not. It's not that they're dipping in subscribers, but they're not growing at the same rate that they have been before.
Because they're taking all their damn shows off of there.
They're saturating their market.
It's turning into a Hulu.
Right.
You know,
it's documentaries.
Right. Yeah,
like,
I love them, man. Fucking love
them. I
mean,
that's what they still have. Going for them is the documentaries. That's what everybody watches.
Pimps up, hose down.
Dude, I love that one. I love that
awesome,
one.
Dude.
The
I saw that at the DFT, man. That was awesome.
Snoop a loop. You can come. We're going streaking, and you bring your green hat. Let's go. Oh yeah, Pimps up, hose down. Yeah, that was some shit, man. Do you know what I am saying?
Mr. Whitey, or what the fuck is that guy's name?
Oh, Mr. White was. Mr. Oh fuck, Mr. White, Mr. White Boy. That's what I think.
Mr. White Boy or some shit like that.
Yeah. That dude had more flavor than fucking a lot of brothers I know. I was like, God damn, dude.
Yeah, he puts it on pretty fucking strong, man. That motherfucker identifies as black.
Yes, he does. And he was pale as I am. Shit.
That was last week's news, but whatever.
Hey, the inside jokes. If you listen, you get them. You know. Yeah.
Rich, did we talk about Han Solo already?
In what way?
Could you be more general? Yes.
Yeah. We've always talked about Han Solo, but yeah. In what way are we talking about here?
No, obviously
shot
we didn't,
first. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. No, I've been reading the new Star Wars comic books, and really enjoying them too. And if you're not aware, they what they're doing right now takes place in between 4 and 5. Right, A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. So they're kind of filling in what happened with the characters in between that. And there's a scene in the last one where Han and Leia are in they're in a ship trying to avoid Imperial stormtroopers, whatever, flying some TIE fighters, trying to blow them up. They duck down into a planet and they're discovered by Han Solo's wife. That was a pretty big shocker for the nerd community.
No, I've not heard about that. I mean, when you said Han and Leia, and I was like, oh, what did they put on some Teddy Pendergrass?
Right. Yeah. They holed up in a cave for a while.
Turn off the lights. Turn them off. And you're like, okay.
Chewie, turn around, Chewie. Quit looking.
So,
Brett can watch. It's just going to cost him $100.
Yeah. Suck your dick.
Yeah, it was controversial because, a lot of people look at this like Marvel just trying to rewrite Star Wars history.
Well, Han seems like the type of dude that might actually get married and then be like, bitch, I'm out.
Right.
2 ones pimping later.
That's what I thought when I read it. I was like, that makes perfect sense for his character.
It does, man.
He's
a scoundrel.
Yeah, he's a scoundrel and a total ladies' man. And hey,
just don't call him scruffy looking. You're good.
He got hitched and decided at some point it wasn't the life for him, and just never came back from that smuggling run.
Yeah, because if a divorce costs as much now, imagine what it costs in the galaxy far, far away.
Imagine how many credits that is.
I know, right? That's why he was on the job.
Yeah, but it was a long, long time ago, so it wouldn't be too bad.
He was like, Chewie, we gotta take this run, man. I got alimony like a motherfucker. We gotta take this run. But yeah, no, I'm not up on the Star Wars comics. My question is, are they Disney approved? So they're not.
Yeah, absolutely. Insofar as that they're trying to make sure that what they do in the comic books lines up with where they're taking the universe from here, with the Force Awakens and everything else. So there are meetings.
Okay, because I know at one point Disney just said everything before we bought the motherfucker that's whatever. It's no longer valid. Like they killed the entire expanded universe. So that's why I'm asking.
Oh, what they did was basically say everything that happened on Dark Horse didn't happen.
Okay.
That's a totally separate thing now.
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, I might have to, man, dude, stop trying to get me back into comics like this. Like I don't have that much extra money. Shit. Like now I want to pick up the Fight Club one and.
Dude, you can read mine. Seriously.
I've had one of his for like 6 months now, so I mean, he's not.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you have my Star Wars number 1.
I know I have your Star Wars number 1.
Well, bring it here so I can give it to Rich at some point.
All right.
And then Rich can get caught up because I got the Star Wars, I got the Princess Leia, and the Darth Vader.
You'd think I'd grab it. It's sitting on my desk.
Yeah.
I like move shit around it to keep it from getting fucked with.
Right. Well, another reason why it doesn't bother me, because this is people who are uptight about this are really attached to the original trilogy and think that anything outside of what George Lucas has decided for this universe isn't appropriate. And to me, it's like, I don't know.
That's like saying anything outside of Gene Roddenberry is inappropriate. I mean, come on.
Right. I don't even think at this point George Lucas isn't even the best thing about the Star Wars universe.
No.
It's gone so much further than that. The universe is extended beyond his reach, and thankfully, because I mean, I understand that without George Lucas, we would never have these movies, and I think that would be a tragedy because it's not only great entertainment, but it's entertainment that's managed to actually bring people together over decades, right? Mm-hmm. This is stuff that, like, my son and I have bonded over. And sure, it's trivial. It doesn't mean anything. It's movies, it's comic books, it's whatever.
It means something. Yeah,
but
it does.
any time spent with your kid is something, especially when you're sharing something with them and not just, existing in each other's space.
Well, it was definitely something that, it bonded my father and I.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening, liking, and sharing Unregimented on Facebook and following Unregimented on Twitter at UnregimentedPod. If you like Unregimented, please tell a friend to visit ChristopherMedia.net. You can subscribe to Unregimented on iTunes for free just by clicking through the iTunes banner at ChristopherMedia.net. You can also show your support for Unregimented when you buy something on iTunes just by clicking through the iTunes banner at ChristopherMedia.net. It won't cost you anything extra, and it shows your support for Unregimented. While you're on iTunes, please remember to write a review and rate Unregimented 5 stars. Just click on the iTunes banner at ChristopherMedia.net. Android users can listen to Unregimented for free at ChristopherMedia.net by clicking on the Stitcher radio player on our homepage. You can also listen to Unregimented for free at TuneIn.com or by downloading their free TuneIn radio app. Don't forget, you can always listen to Unregimented for free across any platform just by going to ChristopherMedia.net. Make sure to check out all of the podcasts on ChristopherMedia.net. Mondays and Fridays, you have Unregimented. Reach us at UnregimentedPod on Twitter. Tuesdays and Fridays, you have the Weedsman Podcast. Find those guys at the Weedsman420 on Twitter. Wednesday, you have the Projection Booth, projection-booth.com, or at ProBoothCast on Twitter. Saturday, you have the Captain's Table at Captain's Podcast on Twitter. You can also check out one of our new shows, well, new to us. It's the Ugly Club Podcast. It's another movie podcast, but these guys go with more of a theme each week rather than just one movie. You can check them out at Ugly Club Podcast on Twitter or uglyclubpodcast.com. If you like Unregimented and want to show your support for Unregimented, you can donate to Christopher Media by clicking through the PayPal button at ChristopherMedia.net. If you use Amazon.com, please click through the Amazon banner at ChristopherMedia.net and bookmark the link. It won't cost you anything extra, and when you buy something, you will show your support for Unregimented. If you're looking to launch your own website, please click through the HostGator banner at ChristopherMedia.net. That's who we use to host Unregimented. When you sign up for HostGator by clicking through the banner at ChristopherMedia.net, you are helping to support Unregimented. Little footnote from last episode here.
Yeah.
The Donald Trump campaign says they obtained and paid for Rockin' in the Free World, but they won't be using it again.
Neil Young owns the rights to that song, so he would have to have given his approval. He would have to be aware of it, and he was completely surprised. So I can't see how that could be true.
It's CBS, so it's not like it's like a fucking unreliable source. It says a Trump campaign representative said through a license agreement, Trump paid for and obtained the legal right to use the song, but won't be using it again.
That's interesting.
It was probably one of the subsidiary companies that were fucking like you would do for a commercial. They don't own the right to the song. They just buy the lease to fucking use it.
Right. Well, that's a good point because it's not like, yes, this is something that Donald Trump has been talking about for decades now, running for president. But you don't go, we need the song. We need to acquire the rights to this song for my big announcement when I say that I'm going to run for president. You try and keep that shit under wraps until you announce it, right? You want that media push with it. So I can understand that it was like, we want to acquire this song, and the reasons are kind of vague.
Yeah.
And the money was kind of appropriate, and there's like,
or more.
Yeah, come on.
Or more.
Let's do it.
And Neil Young probably didn't know shit about it because it's probably all lawyers and shit dealing with it.
Yeah.
I mean, and
managers and whatnot.
I'll pose this question. You think Neil gave the money back?
No. Come on.
Exactly.
Why would you give it back?
This is America, goddammit. You don't get no money back.
Because he disagrees with them. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
it's America. You don't give money back for disagreeing? God damn it.
I don't believe in dirty money. I don't think there's such a thing.
I think Neil Young needed a fucking addition to his house. So Donald was like, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a fucking apartment here in New York for, 6 years. There you go. A view of the Brooklyn Bridge. Looks good. Speaking of that, did you hear Rockefeller got a fucking 6 heart transplant at the age of 99?
He has 6 hearts?
He's had 6 heart transplants.
Like all at the same time?
No. 6 heart transplants.
I'm going to live forever!
99 years old, had his sixth heart transplant.
Jesus.
Yep. Says every time he does it, he feels reinvigorated.
I would
He's like, I plan on living to 200. He was joking. What? He probably wasn't.
That's insane.
Yeah. He's had a kidney transplant, too.
That's unnatural.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
You should go the way of the pandas.
Just goes to show you, if you got the money, you can get 6 of them fuckers. What do? Just go out to the gardener. Hey, Jose, I need your heart.
Hey, if that much money, you pay someone to get killed and then take their heart.
Right.
Make it look like an accident.
He had surgery in his house. Like it was
That's
in
baller
his
status right
fucking
there.
House.
Wow.
Yeah, in his estate. Like, well, not only just in his house, but like
What?
on an island that he owns.
Who did the surgery? Dr. Moreau?
I don't probably his own special team of private
Are
surgeons.
you sure these are all human hearts?
It said the team of
Marlon
private
Brando.
surgeons. I don't know. That's fucked up. 6 hearts though. That's amazing. Like, hey, whatever. He's got the fucking dough to do it. 99 years old,
Yeah.
getting surgery done.
Hey, his next one could be synthetic.
Could be. Should be.
You know?
It should be 3D printed.
Right. He's going to be the bionic man.
Be hooked up to his iPhone, so when he wants to have sex, he can fucking actually like change the valves that it goes, where the blood flow goes.
Hey, here's something to annoy you guys.
What's that?
You can't vape indoors in Washtenaw County anymore,
Where's Washtenaw?
where Ann Arbor is.
Oh, yeah.
Mass shooting in
What?
Charleston, South Carolina. What the fuck?
You can't vape indoors in Washtenaw County.
Nope.
All right. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I don't tend to vape indoors out in public anyway.
It's
It's
it just seems like it just seems like it's a personal freedom thing. I mean, granted, I get. It says keep going. He'll be back. I mean, granted, I get even though we've talked about the secondhand smoke myth. I mean, I get not smoking like regular cigarettes, but vaping. I mean, come on, what?
I want to.
It just seems like it's one of those slippery slope type.
No,
need
it has nicotine in it, man, and that's their whole fucking ploy. I mean, but yeah, vaping is dumb, dude. They should be on that shit like a fucking fly on shit, just so that like, hey, we'll get people off cigarettes, so like have them vape.
I think we should limit how much cologne people wear.
I agree.
Yeah, today actually I was checking in at this hotel, and I don't know if it was cologne or perfume, but a whole bunch of people came in, and fucking someone was wearing something, and I just started fucking coughing.
Right.
It's like, Jesus, like that's... Oh, I'm with you on that, Aaron. That's all I had to say.
If they limit how much cologne you can wear, the city of Dearborn is going to smell entirely
Going
different.
there. I knew it.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be him. It was going to be me. And remember, I can.
Yeah, I know. You're part of the
I'm
tribe. I forgot. Yeah.
I know this is like at this time is last week's news, but I just read a report that there's fucking 8 people shot dead in Charleston, South Carolina, and the shooters on the loose still.
Jesus.
Yeah, in a church.
In a church.
Breaking news.
Yeah, last week's breaking news. Yeah, sorry.
No, that's shocking. No, in a church though, it's usually schools, colleges.
So it's a person in their early to mid 20s.
Some white boy in his early
guy.
mid 20s dressed
white
up
guy.
as the Joker.
Some pissed off millennial.
Why so serious?
You didn't have to say white. I mean,
He was. I mean, he is.
no, I know.
Yeah, right, but
I
you
wasn't.
know that.
I wasn't picturing any other race.
No, me either.
I know, right?
We're crazy.
Yeah, it's
fuckers.
never when it's like that. It's never a black guy.
No,
It's like when the DC sniper story first broke.
I was shocked.
Yeah. I was like,
Shocked.
Right.
I was like, that's a white boy.
Yeah,
that
right.
is typical white guy crime.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah, but it's all right. He was holding the rifle sideways.
Now who's being racist? What's up? Get some. Yeah.
Notice too, just like the big dick stereotype. That's one stereotype black people never fight you on. You're damn right that wasn't a black guy.
Yep. Right. That's
Hey,
I want to say
that ain't a black guy crime.
I want to say it was Chris Rock was like, someone shoots up at school, that's a white boy. Someone pushes an old lady down the stairs for a welfare check, that's a black guy. Yeah. So, and it's like, well, it's true. Glad you're in the tribe. You can say
there's
it.
a reason for the stereotype. So
Chris, I was thinking, I was going to bring something up, but I thought, I believe now we talked about it on the Weedsman and not on this show. The guy who was collecting all the AOL discs.
My brain's going to explode again if you want to talk about. Why? For what purpose?
Right. Well, I just thought I'd run this one past you too. That this is a similar why. Michael Mandiberg. He is the past 3 years. He's been printing out Wikipedia pages and cataloging them in this humongous encyclopedia.
way to go with deforestation! Yay!
Isn't that like defeating the whole purpose of Wikipedia?
He has
Wikipedia already cataloged on the internet?
upwards of 7,600 volumes.
That's stupid.
Hey, you might
And
even
no
be
wife.
you might even be in New York and get to see the exhibition of his work. Actually,
Dude, come on.
yeah, at the
That's fucking stupid.
where is it?
This guy's either
stupid.
an artist or he's the fucking killer from Seven.
If you look at the fucking picture of him, he's the killer from Seven.
Either way,
Oh,
he's a
okay.
virgin.
He looks like mid '90s Kevin Spacey.
Look at the picture of him.
Let's see. I thought it's there's
He
a
looks like a
gallery.
very horny, lonely Jew.
Oh, Denny Gallery on the Lower East Side.
Oh, boy, yeah. Yeah, go to Lower East Side. Go for it.
Then you can see, but all right, I don't know. Okay, so you're not going to be able to see all the volumes.
Lame.
There. You're basically going to see like a humongous bookshelf full of a portion of them,
Lame.
and you can extrapolate with your mind from there.
But can you touch them?
I don't know. Probably not. It's an art exhibition. You don't want everyone
So how do you know
grubby
there's
fingers.
shit actually in
Plus,
there?
they're all nice and white.
But how do you know
This
there's
guy's
shit actually in
obviously
there?
a clean freak. Look at him.
Oh, yeah.
These
totally.
books are identifying as Wikipedia.
Yeah.
They just say Wikipedia on them. There's nothing in them.
Wikipedia and books. That is fucking stupid. What a waste of fucking print. I wonder what kind of... I bet you use like Comic Sans too to print it
The
out.
stupidest font ever.
You know that fucker was like, I gotta Photoshop today my my Wikipedia pages. They gotta all be in Comic Sans.
This dude's carbon footprint's off the charts, man.
Oh, dude, he needs to be punched in the fucking throat. It's all
Well,
recycled.
not unless he's a Republican and he doesn't believe in science. So, yeah.
Right. Bill Nye should run for president.
I don't know.
Why not?
I
Donald
like
Trump
Bill
is-
Nye, but I don't know I'd vote for him.
I don't think I would.
Well, what else is going on?
I believe a Sharp just announced a new fucking... Well, they announced it. It's not in production yet, but it is actually a working prototype that they showed. It's actually a flat, paper-thin television that is actually magnet to your wall.
What?
Yeah. It's paper thin. You can see through it. They can actually roll it. They can roll the screen.
Really?
And all the electronics are actually basically stored behind it, you know? 'Cause
Yeah.
you got to have fucking inputs, you know? So,
Right.
Yeah, it's all basically stored behind it, but it's there, though. Like, they actually have a fucking
Wonder what it looks like.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's super high def, though. I mean, it's like 8K. Not 4K, but 8K.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, shit.
So, and this cost what, $250 million?
Oh, right now, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Yeah,
not
but-
even on the market. I mean, like, even if you're super rich, you don't get one.
Right.
Oh, so I won't see it on Cribs
Yeah, but
in the
like in
next
a
3
decade,
months.
that's going to be everywhere.
Probably next year you'll see that.
Probably going to see fucking vans plastered with this shit running ads
yeah.
all the time.
Right, yeah. Why
Oh,
not?
God.
Yep. And then they start using your name. Hello, Aaron. Would you like to buy the latest Marvel comic?
As a person
How do you know me?
Yeah.
Once again, Minority Report.
Yep.
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 As a person who installs televisions sometimes for a living,
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll fucking take it because, you know, lifting a 70-inch TV is no joke, and anything bigger than that is definitely not a fucking joke.
Mm-hmm.
A 90 is not fun to mount to a wall.
You know, I would imagine that even though obviously there's like a lot of money that went into creating this as far as all the R&D work and
Oh, yeah.
developing these nanotechnologies and whatnot, but the actual production of one probably doesn't cost much at all.
Oh, I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know. You know, because you got to have whatever glass or composite material that makes up the holder for the, you know, liquid crystals. Or
Think
whatever.
about how many different materials you have to manufacture even a monitor like this one here, a
I want to
flat
know.
screen
I want to know
monitor.
how they light it. That's what I want to know. How are they backlighting it? Because there's like no backlight. It's
Right.
just it's literally like 1/4 inch thick.
Yeah, do you have to put it against like a certain surface? It seems like you'd have to have a black backing or something.
Well,
like
I
you have
think
to-
that's what it actually is going to end up with. They're going to have to probably put it. You know, it is a prototype, so they were
Right.
showing it how thin it actually is. Like actually a 1/4 inch is the whole screen.
right.
You know.
But it's not so much. Yeah, I think you're right. It's not so much that that's the end result of this technology.
It's
This
just,
is an
hey.
example of what they can do, and this is eventually going to be, not accessing your phone through your iWatch, but actually having like a little armband that you can slap on your wrist that'll have a display and everything on there.
Right, yeah,
Wearable technology
we're gonna
and
get-
shit like that.
We're all going to get a Pip-Boy?
A what?
Obviously, you aren't Fallout fans. Okay, never mind.
So yeah, that's a new bit of technology coming out, or not coming out, but is like actually in development, which is really fucking cool to see it.
The
And,
future.
Oculus Rift actually just partnered up with Microsoft for a controller situation. Oculus Rift, if you don't know what that is virtual reality goggles, basically.
Right, so it is Microsoft.
No, Microsoft has their own hollow.
No, that they were.
Glasses. It's actually holograms, like in the room you're in. Like they project holograms on the glasses.
Yeah.
And you're seeing holograms in the room.
No, but I thought you said they paired up with Microsoft.
They pair it up for controllability. So like when you're playing an Oculus Rift, you could have a controller to play games and shit instead of like just moving your hands.
But the motion tracking software is Microsoft's.
No, that's
That's what they-
Oculus Rifts. But it's a totally different product than the Microsoft Holo glasses. I think is what they're called. I can't remember the exact name of them. But there's Microsoft is actually like they're.
I thought the big step was that you would be able to actually interact with things.
That's
with
the
your-
Microsoft shit.
When can I fuck an
Right.
avatar?
But
Right.
Oculus Rift
That's my ultimate
is led
question.
more towards gamers, like where you're like in a virtual reality world, where the Microsoft glasses are more of like you're interacting with the world around you. Oculus Rift is its own, it's virtual reality.
Yeah.
Where is a Microsoft's more of an augmented. I don't want to call it augmented reality, but I mean, there's
but
holographic images projected in your view.
But didn't
in the room you're in.
Oculus Rift add that technology to their device?
I
maybe
don't
I
remember reading
didn't
anything about that.
Maybe I read the story wrong. I thought that's what I had read about them because Chris and I were talking about this, the touch capability. Right.
But,
you'd actually be able to,
Oculus
like,
Rift has that. That was
they've
before-
had that already.
They've had that, but you were
interact by like reaching out and like picking up an object.
Yeah, but you were seeing it in a virtual world. Like you were seeing your movement in the virtual world. Where
Oh, right.
Microsoft,
Yeah, no, I understand
Microsoft is not a virtual world. It's like
Right.
it's like you and me looking through our glasses, but having holograms.
Right. The DS has games like this where you can use the camera to use.
Right.
You can look
Yeah.
around the room.
Exactly.
And then there'll be things on the screen that are interacting with the room, is what
Right.
it seems like.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's pretty cool. I mean,
Just let me know when I can fuck something.
You can. Yeah, actually, the very first virtual reality porno was done. It was already. This chick actually did like multiples of them.
Remember Silicon Valley when they were talking about how pornography drives technology?
Oh, absolutely, man. Fuck it.
That was a great speech. It was a great point.
Yeah.
And I also believe
And
one
it's
Drew
true.
and Mike made years ago.
Yeah.
Ejaculation has furthered so much technology.
Yeah, absolutely. It's on the cutting edge of most technology.
There's a fucking there's a fleshlight attachment for a fucking iPad, for Christ's sake. Come on.
What?
There's a fleshlight attachment for an iPad.
Come on. I think
I'm
that
gonna
was.
I'm gonna have to click through our Amazon link.
I think that might have been on our first, if not the first couple unregimented. I had brought up the device that it's like a guard for your iPad.
Yeah,
you know
there's
how
a
you
clip
put like
on
the
the
rubber things on it and shit.
Yeah.
But this one's got like a little shaft in the end.
No. This one's actually like has a clip specially designed for your fleshlight. So you have to have basically 3 products for this. to work.
Right.
The iPad, the case, and then the fleshlight.
This is what they call synergy.
Yeah. Right.
Probably a windshield wiper.
Thanks for taking
A
my many
squeegee.
words and making them one. Appreciate that. I'm not
It's the
quite
holy
that
trilogy
intellectual.
of masturbate.
Synergy of like
Well, no, they
finding where two great products can come together.
Well, that's the Oculus. Well, there's another one that's
So
like
that you
that's
can
in
come.
development right now. And you guys are gonna fucking laugh that I know this shit. But the Oculus Rift, they had that porno made, and not only that, but they're fucking teaming up with Fleshlight because Fleshlight has a product called the Auto Blower. And fuck you guys that I know that. But
auto blower.
the Auto Blower, where it actually like it will interact with the fucking Oculus Rift.
Right.
They're working on that. So like you stick your dick in it. If you're getting a hand job, it feels like a hand job. If you're getting a blow job, it feels like a blow job. Fucking you get your fucking, it's like you're fucking.
Right.
So it does exist.
Yeah.
Or it's in development, you're saying.
Well, no, the auto blower is already out.
Oh.
But they're working on the auto blower interacting with the Oculus Rift.
You guys missed my birthday, but Christmas is coming.
I'm just so happy that Oculus Rift made their shit open source to like any developers. I think that's fucking awesome. I think
this is going to put so many girls putting themselves through community college out of business. It's going to be bad. It's just bad.
No, they'll just have to be in pornos. So
No,
not
Rich,
even a porno.
I don't think you're seeing the big picture here. Imagine.
No, it's going to take it online, Rich.
Hold
now
on.
you can fuck them.
Hold on. What if not only were you streaming audio and video of some chick, but you were also streaming information from gloves that she was wearing, maybe?
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah.
So
and it's all stored in a database.
She could give you a virtual HJ over the internet?
Yeah, it's all stored in fucking ones and zeros on a server
You want
somewhere.
2 chicks at the same time, or you need 2 iPads? 2 attachments?
You have to have the ball attachment. The ball and the anal attachment, depending on your fancy.
Yeah, and then what about gay dudes?
Well, no, they got they also have
What about gay dudes?
the other thing that I read about
They
is
have dicks?
the real doll. I'm
is
sure.
it gonna be like the gay attachment?
Yeah, right.
Come on.
It's
Okay.
a butthole's a butthole.
I know
Come on.
I know they
What if
might
you're
be
a bottom?
stimulated by different things, but at the end of the day, a dick's a dick, and it gets off the same way as other dicks, regardless
Exactly.
of whether it's in a
What-
man or a
let's go.
woman.
What if you're a bottom?
Jay,
What?
Jay, you just said a butthole's a butthole.
What do you mean if you're-
I am learning more and more about you every podcast.
Well, I mean, I don't fuck buttholes, so it's okay. I mean, whatever. I just don't do it.
Eventually, this technology will trickle down to the gays.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, all you have to do is take the auto blower and basically flip it inside out.
no, you just get the fucking butthole attachment. So
I'm saying the concept of the design of it. They would just have to reverse it the other way around.
Talking about perverted technology, have you guys heard of the Real Doll? You guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they've actually
Lars and the Real Girl. Good movie.
Right. Real Doll is actually developing artificial intelligence, and they've implemented it into basically the head of a real doll.
Isn't the point of fucking a real doll? You're fucking a woman without the bullshit that comes with.
Yeah,
a
but
fucking woman. I mean,
I don't care if it's artificial. I don't find intelligence
now
sexy.
wait a minute. What if they took? See, here's where I think the mistake is. I think they should have fucking
I'm fucking a doll. Sparkling conversation is not my goal.
No, the thing is, I don't want to sit it down on the couch next to me, and she goes, "You think she's prettier than I am?" While we're watching fucking TV.
Well, that's the whole thing. You can program in
Am I
and
getting
out.
fat?
Program that shit in and out. But no, I mean they're developing AI.
You can do that now. It's called domestic abuse.
Yeah. It's called husband ears, dude.
Sorry. I went to a dark place. My bad.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, I'm talking about real dolls. Like that's not a dark
We
place.
entered a dark place about 10 minutes ago. Where you been?
And the fact that I know this shit is fucking. It cracks me up, actually.
The fact that you know this shit makes you a married man.
The fact that I know this shit is the reason why Silicon Valley was right when they said that fucking pornography drives the internet. So yeah, that's my technology segment.
hell of one, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
How to fuck your iPad with Jay.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, that's a new podcast along with Michigan Beer Guy.
It made me think about buying an iPad. I used a little duct tape on the Asus transformer pad that I have to fucking make it work. Use a Raspberry Pi to hack the auto blower.
Jesus.
I got Arduino controlled facial movements on my real doll.
Somewhere some IT guy just came, Jay.
Hey, I'm just reading the story on the New York Times. How
I know I did.
They're going to, in 2020, they're going to put a woman's portrait on the $10 bill.
Okay.
Now, what's confusing to me is that this woman is yet to be named, yet to be determined.
So Hillary?
Yeah. and yes, that's air quotes.
Didn't they do a
yet to
poll
be
a
determined.
few months back and the
Sarah
Harriet
Palin.
Tubman one or something?
According to this, which is just out now.
I think all of our money should have our civil rights activists on it. Well, put Martin Luther King on a $100 bill. Fuck it.
All about the Malcolm X's,
But
baby.
Alexander Hamilton isn't going anywhere.
That'd be the
though.
$2 bill, dude.
Put an eagle and a fucking Camaro on all our money.
Fuck yeah.
And then it says in the back, it said, "In God we trust, America." Fuck yeah.
Lift it up.
I'm trying to picture what this bill is going to look like because they're keeping Alexander Hamilton on it.
They probably changed it back.
It'd be
So it's going to be a black slave of his?
Relegate the woman to the back of the bill, huh?
Yeah.
I see how it is.
Put her up
Very
front so
covered,
Alexander
so to the
Hamilton's
back
in
of
the
the
back
bill.
giving it to her. Yeah.
I think they have to share the front.
Yeah.
You wonder why someone
Kind of
black
both
people are named
squished
Jackson?
in between the tens on either side, like both of them looking uncomfortable. Neither of them really wants to share the bill.
Yeah.
Alexander
Hamilton's going, who let this woman vote?
What the fuck?
What the fuck has this country come to?
It should be a picture of Alexander Hamilton slapping whoever it is. Just a backhand.
Bitch slapping Abraham Lincoln.
So we're just
fuck
totally
off my bill.
retconning American history.
Issuing her off the bill. Go find your husband, woman.
First we set him free, now we're letting him vote. What the hell?
What? Can I just get off this crazy bill? This thing's worthless.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this is in 2020. In 2022, we're just going to be doing away with paper money anyway.
Say, like bitcoins, aren't they going to take over by then?
You know how much Bitcoin he's worth?
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, man. So you guys, I'm assuming, are all caught up on Silicon Valley, right?
Nope.
No? Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. All right.
I don't
Final
watch
episode.
that fucking
I
evil
watched
box.
I watched the final episode.
What? Was it on and I missed it?
Yeah, last Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I left on Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, sucks to be you.
Well, we won't spoil anything. Maybe we
I
can-
know, right?
Was there something that you wanted to bring up specifically from that last episode, or
from the season in general? But it's okay. We can do it once everyone's.
Well, I've seen
caught.
9 out of 10.
Okay, so you know the fucking their financier, the douchebag who's like,
Yeah.
my
Russ.
car's doors do this,
Yeah,
and
right,
this, yeah, and you saw what happened to him when he went to the oh shit, what was it? See, I'm not even sure. The Eagle's Nest or whatever, where he fell. Okay, all right, so. I'm just trying to imagine what real life counterpart is he playing? Like the douchebag millionaire. Is it Richard Branson? Like you know how like everyone kind of has a counterpart, you know, in same thing with Entourage. Like, you know, Ari was based off an actual, agent, and everyone was based off an actual person. I'm just kind of wondering.
if anyone on Silicon Valley has a counterpart, I have no fucking clue what it might be, honestly.
Okay. Well,
I don't.
Oh, Rich, this could be an interesting conversation. Let's hear your take on what do you think? Who do you think their counterparts are?
Richard Branson. Like, I kind of think he's based on Richard Branson, and
Did Richard Branson put radio on the internet?
No, but he's gonna put us in space as long as we got the money for it. And he just seems like the type of guy that do shit like that, you know. And fuck, yeah, I lost it. Never mind.
Who is Ehrlich's real life counterpart? That's my question.
Yes, and I lost. I had one in mind, but I lost it. Never mind. Oh, well, I mean, we can be a dick about it and say Steve Jobs. You know, I mean, Wozniak actually fucking did most of the work, and Jobs took all the credit. So,
Right.
Jobs is such an Edison.
Yeah. No, I think I can get behind you on that, Rich. Erlich Bachman is Steve Jobs.
And Wozniak lived in Jobs' house. I'm sorry.
Yeah, then they worked out of a garage. I know, right? And they worked out of a garage and everything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's trying to draw parallels between, like, if you guys ever seen the movie Pirates of Silicon Valley, it's like a more comedic version of that movie, obviously drawn out because it's a series. But yeah, I think
Was that the skit at the beginning of Meaning of Life?
What, Pirates of Silicon Valley? Did I miss? Sorry, I'm not up on my Monty Python.
I think that was a joke for one.
Yeah.
I'm the only person here who's seen The Meaning of Life.
No.
Okay, there's a huge, before the credits even roll, there's a big story about the pirates that raid the sail right into New York, into the skyscrapers, and like plunge through the windows and kill all the businessmen. Nobody's seen that?
I've seen it.
All right. Moving on.
I got it. Was I supposed to like?
We were
more
talking about
effective if they
Pirates of
rolled
the
it to
Silicon
LA.
Valley, though.
All right. Anyways, this is why I don't bring up subjects. Go ahead, Aaron.
I was done.
No. New subject moderator. Come on. Come on,
Hey.
Bill Maher. Hook us up.
Hey, here you go. Here's an idea. If you don't get a joke, Just move on. It's all right. Just because I throw out a joke that doesn't make you laugh doesn't mean the whole podcast has to come to a screeching halt.
I know, right? I'm sorry. I'm the asshole here.
Glaze right over it. Just keep going.
I've lost my train of thought. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Well, I saw somebody that today that apparently is on the Nerdist.com. He is showing all 6 of the Star Wars movies at once, but not one after another. On top of each other. Yes.
That's about as fucking cool as the Wikipedia.
That's another one of those why questions.
Because why not, man?
The overall review on it was it eventually ends up looking like some kind of actually pretty cool video art piece, but I don't get what this guy's point is. What are you going for here?
That's like playing 2 songs in their entirety at the same time over one another and saying you're doing a mashup. And who would want to listen to that except for as maybe an interesting sound experiment that you'd listen to once, maybe?
Actually, there was a band. I cannot remember their name off the top of my head, but they actually released 2 albums meant to be played at the same time, over top of each other. That
obviously was the Flaming Lips. Each other. Yeah, that was. It started with the Z. They did an album that was 4 discs, and there were little prompts in there to tell you when to start each disc. And if you started them all at the same time, then they would all sync up into one song on their own. But they were meant to be you could listen to it each track individually as well if you wanted to. You just had kind of weird minimal music instead of a full band arrangement.
Yeah, definitely.
And ideally, you would set up 4 different stereos. They were imagining people just, somebody brings over, you get 3 people each to bring over a boom box, set it up in different corners of the room and listen to the album. For me, I bought it. I listened to it. I kind of messed around with getting it to sync up, but then eventually somebody mixed the whole thing for me, and I just downloaded that and listened to the mixed versions.
Well, and that's the problem with shit like that, doing that these days, because the internet, the minute you release it, it's everybody's, whether you want it to be or not. So they can do whatever they want.
That's a good and a bad thing.
They will choose how they want to consume it, regardless of how you put it out there. But it's not even. It's probably my least favorite Flaming Lips album. It's a cool experiment, but I don't go back and listen to those songs over and over again.
Yeah, well, also for me, Flaming Lips are one of those bands that I have a lot of respect for, but I'm just I'm not a fan.
I'm a huge fan, going all the way back when they were a psycho rockabilly band.
Yeah, that's what I remember, and I was like, wow, Wayne, what's his name?
Wayne Coyne.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like,
I almost said Kramer.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
he's really let that band evolve, kind of like I don't know if you guys ever heard of this band, Guided by Voices.
Of course.
Okay. They went through different stages. And, sometimes they were more poppy, sometimes they were more indie, sometimes they were, blah, 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 whatever. But yeah, that's why I respect him as an artist, because he was never happy to sit on his laurels and be like AC/DC and release the same album over and fucking over and over again. So, but once again,
a lot of the material from Guided by Voices, you wouldn't even guess. You could listen to 2 songs and not even know they were from the same album.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if you're not familiar, it's your average album is more than 18 songs, usually upwards of 20 to 28, sometimes even.
Yeah.
And they're all and they're a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Maybe you'll get a 3-minute song every once in a blue moon, but they're just great pop songs that are just tight. Get in there, get your point made, get the chorus in, and get the fuck out, because you're done. You don't need a bridge. You don't need to go back to the chorus for a 4th time and vamp on it for another minute. The song is finished.
They were one of those bands I thought was always criminally underrated. Mm-hmm. I don't know how they weren't more popular than they were.
Well, Robert Pollard's more recent stuff, it's not that he can't write longer format songs or that he doesn't entirely want to. His solo stuff that he's been doing more recently is, I don't know, I guess you could still kind of just throw it in the indie rock bin. But, it's more fleshed out songs.
Mm-hmm.
But
see, I have to check out his solo stuff. I've only really known.
Yeah, I'd highly recommend it because the songwriting's just as strong as anything that he's done in the past. But it's a little more concise. It almost feels like Guided by Voice was all kind of an experiment that eventually led up to this, and he figured out how to. It's not like he didn't want to write a full song. It's just what he had just didn't warrant it, right? And now it feels like he's got material that he's like, we can make this, a full-length song, do a 4-minute, 5-minute song, and not have it be boring or generic sounding.
Well, it's also just, I think, a testament to the fact that our general culture, they just, if it's not pushed on us, like, by the major labels, and, I mean, marketed, then we just don't, like, it falls between the cracks. I mean, a song like Teenage FBI should have made them fucking huge, but it didn't.
I think
but that's also kind of like making a bunch of music videos with your dick hanging out and then wondering why MTV doesn't play your shit. Like, you're not formatting it for that media.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
but kind of, Rich, I think you're touching on it, and I think it goes a little deeper and I just think it's a countrywide problem here in the U.S. If it takes effort to find it, we're not interested. If it takes art, music, TV,
I don't know if
movies,
it's about finding it. It's about, does it take effort to process it? If this artwork like challenges me in some way, or something's off about this song, and instead of sitting down and listening to it and deciding, there's a lot of bands when I'm first introduced to them, I'm like, this is interesting. Do I even like this, or am I just kind of attracted to it right now because it's something that I've never heard before? And maybe the second or third time around, you start making a decision. This is just kind of crap that sounds unique, or there's something really amazing going on here, and I just had to make my own investment in it to sit down and be challenged by it and think actively about it instead of just a pop song that, does everything that I expect it to. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that either. There's a whole nother art to writing a perfect pop song, and there's not a whole lot of people in this world that have actually accomplished that, in my opinion. But, sometimes I just want a pop song to sing along with, and sometimes I want to be challenged. Sometimes I want to listen to some Frank Zappa.
Well, it's like a band like it's like a band like the Butthole Surfers. They were out for years and years and years and years, and then all of a sudden they get on. They got off. I can't remember. I think P.O. would come off on Carolyn Records. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Independent Warm Saloon. The one with where the hell did I sleep last night?
Wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, they got to a major label, and they had a minor hit with that song, and then Pepper come out on their next album, and all of a sudden everyone was like, "Hey, we love the Butthole Surfers," and it's like, do you even know?
You didn't 5 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, did you even know about these guys? Like, how did you not? If you're into this type of music, they've been making the same type of music. I mean, they were on the first fucking Lollapalooza.
Mm-hmm.
How did you not hear about them just by accident? And I don't know, man. That's part of my problem with the music business. Most of it. That's why I got someone come up to me about 6 months ago and was like, all about that bass, no trouble. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
And they're like, you don't know that song? And I'm like, no. And then his wife was like, that's why I love Rich, because he does not listen to the fucking radio. Like, if Rich likes a musician, a song, whatever, it's coming from a place where he went and he did his fucking homework and he found him, or shit like that. And I'm like, oh, you're calling me a fucking hipster, basically. God damn it. I'm not really comfortable with that, but all right. I mean,
Rich, what's even
Oh no, continue, Aaron. And then
what's even weirder, though, to me, Rich, is that some people just don't have that same deep relationship with music, where they don't really have an opinion necessarily. If I want to hear some music, I'll turn on the radio and I'll turn on pop station. As long as it doesn't sound like techno, it's all right with me.
Well, don't get me wrong. I mean, there are times that I just want mind candy.
Yeah.
So I'll put on
what
whatever.
I'm saying is, like, there's the type of person who is never going to be challenged and never going to dig for anything because there's just no fucking need. It's like, okay, it's the same thing as, like, why would I pay for cable? Why would I pay for HBO or anything? There's all these free television shows that play on ABC all the time. I don't have to pay anything for that. Well, you get what you pay for,
Right.
But there, that's not and I'm not even, I know this really sounds judgmental, but I don't really think of it that way. I don't judge a person who isn't interested in music in a way that makes them want to dig for certain artists or certain things that they really connect with. They just have this kind of surface level kind of just environmental relationship with music. I don't necessarily judge them. I'm just totally puzzled by them because it's like just, well...
So you're saying you can't identify with them?
I can't identify with them, no, because music is its own language, and it's just like saying I don't see what's to be gained from talking. You know, I can't get anything done with that. Like or just
reading a book.
Why
would I want to read a book?
Right.
That's just dumb.
Come around here with all that reading and shit.
Yeah, reading and writing. Hope you go selling out on me, have no punk ass dreams.
But no, Aaron, I totally get you, and I think
Readings
part of the reason is all four of us are musicians, and at some point, music meant enough to us to where we took time we could have dedicated to something else and chose to learn to play music, and that's how come we have that like instilled in us to go find something that's better than what we were pimped every fucking day,
right?
You know, and it sucks, but you know, not everyone like. Hey, I watched sports. I played sports, but I was never good at sports. But it didn't stop me from trying to play them. But after a certain age, I was like, look, this is not working out. So now I need to become a spectator. You know, and I kind of think a lot of people are just like, you know, the casual sports fan. They're the casual music fan. They're like, Like, I've had friends tell me, I don't really care for music that much.
Right.
How the fuck do you not care for music?
Right. The person who goes out to the concert because everybody's going out there and we're going to have a good time, right? It's like, oh, you know, I'll go and hang out with the guys while they watch the football game. I don't like football, but hey, everyone's getting together and it's going to be fun. And we're going to drink beers and we're going to bond. I mean,
exactly.
I don't know. That's why I'm saying I'm not trying to make it a judgment call. I'm just totally puzzled by that, by the way that people can actively limit their experience. I am like a bottomless pit. I am insatiable. Like you know, more TV shows, more good movies, more good music, more good comic books. There's so much shit out there, and I feel like I don't even have enough time. I'm having the problem lately of not devoting enough time to the things that I want to do because I'm trying to experience so much of what's out there. And for some people to just be like, you know, Miley Cyrus is on the radio and fucking NYPD Blues on the TV and I'm set.
Fucking wow.
What's that Honey Boo Boo show?
That's a horrible statement you just made. Wow. Just speaking of horrible things, Aaron, I know we've talked about this. This will probably wrap us up here, but right. I know we've talked about this. I don't know if we've talked about it on any of the podcasts, but there's this new phenomenon I'm starting to see at airports, and it's fucking annoying. And I saw it once in New Jersey, and I saw it again in Detroit before I left. Fucking people carrying around skateboards.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? A longboard in the fucking airport?
Okay, so you're seeing it. What are you going to do? You're going to grind some rails on your way to your fucking gate? Like, who is that for?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you carrying that around to look cool? Like, it's
them motherfuckers have played way too much Tony Hawk back in the day.
No, their
dude,
dads
it's 20-somethings too. Each time I've wanted to take the skateboard out of their hand and hit them with it.
You
look like a fucking moron. You're in an airport.
You're walking through an airport with a fucking longboard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, under their arms. Not even like strapped to their back like I'm traveling with this and I'm going to use this when I get... No,
it's like,
under
hey,
their
rookie.
arms. Like I'm going to fucking skate to my gate.
Yeah.
Well... It's not like they have cases for these things. You
Why
know?
not? Put in a fucking duffel bag.
You don't get an SKB and throw it in there and fucking snap it shut with a TSA lock.
If what I'm thinking is right, they have backpacks.
Yeah.
With the skateboard attached to it, but that was meant so you could get from one area where you're going to skate the spot to the next area.
Yeah.
You know, but it's I don't understand why you're as annoyed as you are, because whatever, let them do what the fuck they want. And hey, skating's one of those things that I was never good at, but I love watching it.
But it's at the airport. It's like past the gate. I'm not saying they're outside fucking, by the rental car bus.
They're getting onto
No, I'm
a
saying
plane.
that they've went through security. They're walking around. They're carrying a skateboard under their arm in the airport.
It's like when musicians travel, they lock their shit up, they check it and everything. They don't strap the acoustic guitar to their back and then regale everybody on the plane.
I've seen people carrying guitars, but I mean,
yeah, but they have them in their case.
Right, in a case, yeah.
Right, that's what I'm
Put it
saying.
in a fucking bag.
Yeah. Not hanging off their back like they're just going to whip around real quick and start singing to you.
Thanks for taking up the fucking overhead space. No, thanks for taking up this fucking overhead space with your shit that's fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Chris, I kind of think you're onto something right there. That whole look at me, I'm
look
cool
at me,
thing.
I'm cool. That's what it is.
I'm a boarder.
Yeah, it's not like I identify as a skateboarder. It's look at me. I want everyone around me to think I'm fucking cool. And it's, I don't know, it's...
Word of the day. Identify.
Yeah.
Cherry went nuts when he heard that.
All right.
No one? Pee Wee Herman? Nothing? Okay.
I'm going to identify that rant is over. It's just I thought it was maybe a one-off occurrence, but I've started
There's
seeing...
going to be no more podcasts until Rich explains that joke to me.
Come on, dude.
Fuck that joke. I guess I just don't get it.
I rib you because I love you.
Oh, you're taking a page out of my book. All right, cool.
Yeah. So I get you, Chris. I'm right there with you, brother.
But by the way, I got it. Since we're spreading the man love, I guess it's good. It's good to have you back, Jay. And it's going to suck when you ain't here next week. I'm just gonna. I mean, we're not going to suck. We're going to be awesome because we just shit excellence. But it's going to suck without
like
you.
Ricky Bobby.
You're not going to have your rainbows.
In the morning
you're just
and we
have your
piss excellence.
Oh no, I get the airport thing now. I understand it because I think.
It's like having a mohawk.
A lot of people do this to some degree. Like if you read, you take a book with you on the airplane, right?
Right.
But you might not necessarily take the book that you're currently reading, which is Stephen King's It. You might take, something that
intellectual.
You want to take
Physics 301.
Yeah, you want to take something that people will see you reading and go, oh wow, he's reading that. He must be trying to improve himself, or he's super smart, or run some successful business or something.
He has a brief history of time. He must be intelligent.
Right.
He hasn't read that book yet?
Right. I mean, I'm guilty of that. I brought a book about quantum physics onto a plane before.
Just for show?
I mean...
Did you read it?
No, I was reading it, yeah, actually.
Okay, well...
Yeah.
If you brought it for show, then you'd be closer to what we're talking about.
Well, then maybe I'm wired different when I travel, because my whole thing is I just want to be left alone. I don't want you to know what I'm doing. I don't want you to fucking...
Right.
Don't look at me. Benny, you faggot so much as touches me, I'll kill you.
No, I'm not saying that there's a conscious decision like I'm getting on an airplane. Which book makes me look the smartest? But there might have been
subconsciously.
Yeah, there might have been some on a subconscious level. I was trying to impress somebody. I don't know. Anyway.
But the skateboards, why the fuck do you care what fucking 100 yahoos on an airplane give a fuck about you when you're all gonna fucking disperse as soon as you get I don't.
There might be a chick, bra, that's totally into skateboarders.
Oh, UK kids, get off my lawn. That's
the end.
Exactly.
You're old before your time, Chris. You're old before your time.
We should start a band, guys.
And I hope I die before my time because I don't want these people taking care of me when I.
We don't have any drummers, Jay.
Don't need a drummer. Fuck that.
Oh, we're gonna go all the Saturday Night Live band with Jimmy Fallon.
I got a drummer.
That sounds like a good
Tracy
idea,
Morgan.
Jay. But I like all you guys.
I know.
I don't want to be in a band with you.
That's why you make it a once a month thing. Write the lyrics. I'll sing them. That's all I can do.
Oh, it's funny because it's true.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I fucking hear you.
All right, so we wrapping this up, gentlemen?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. I don't know. I'm like Aaron a couple episodes ago. I'm locking up on saying goodbye. So thank you for listening, and we'll see you Friday, guys.
Yeah, we'll see you at the end of the week.
Later.
If you enjoy this show and want more people to know about it, head on over to iTunes, leave a comment, and rate it 5 stars. Make sure you like and share us on Facebook, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Just search for Christopher Media. Thank you in advance for supporting Christopher Media by clicking on the PayPal button and by clicking through to all the sponsors who support ChristopherMedia.net. Most importantly, we would like to take the time to extend an extra special thanks to you. Christopher Media could not exist without your support. Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net, and thank you for listening. Christopher Media. Let's make some noise. Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
The sweet aromas of the apple fritter, cinnamon roll, and blueberry muffin are hard to resist. So making it home without reaching in your McDonald's bag is no easy task. But nothing worth doing is easy. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's.
If you're looking for COVID-19 testing, look into Quest, the lab that's processed over 25 million tests and counting. You can get the same test hospitals use without a doctor visit. Simply order online, select from drive-through or at-home options, and get results sent securely to your phone or computer. It's experience and accuracy you can trust from Quest, the largest medical testing lab in the country. So order today at Quest COVID.